Welcome to this moment of relaxation and creativity. Today, I invite you to draw while following my voice without visual aids to experience the Zentangle method in a different way. You cannot make mistakes. Have confidence. Draw the strokes only by one by one, as you feel them, without trying to reproduce a visual model while letting yourself be lulled by the music. I hope my accent doesn't distract you too much from the meditation. I apologize in advance for any mistakes in my English. You will need a piece of thick paper, such as watercolor paper, square-shaped, about 9 centimeters by 9 centimeters, a fine-tipped black felt pen, a soft graphite pencil, and a blending stump. Any other material will do. You can blend with a cotton swab or your finger. You don't need an eraser. There are no mistakes in the Zentangle method. Each stroke you make will be the right stroke and will take you where you need to be. Trust the process. Let go and let's begin. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths. Inhale slowly through your nose, filling your belly. Then exhale slowly through your mouth. Let's repeat this a few times. Inhale slowly. Exhale slowly. Take the air through your nose and exhale it. Once more. Inhale slowly and exhale slowly. Last time. Now you can open your eyes. You take your pen, feel the weight of the instrument in your hand, then touch the texture of the paper under your finger. Visualize the blank page in front of you, a blank space ready to be filled with your imagination. Let go of any thoughts that may distract you and focus simply on this page and your breathing. We will now begin the drawing. Let's start by drawing 4 points with your graphite pencil or gray pencil in each corner of your square of paper, which we call your tile. They don't need to be perfect or at an equal distance. If you wanted it to be perfect, you would have your drawing done by a computer. But you are human, you are not perfect. Your drawing will be not perfect. but it will be yours, your moment to yourself. Draw light lines that connect the 4 points like a frame on your paper. Observe each movement of your hand from your wrist to the tip of the pencil. Feel the energy that flows through your arm, creating this unique line. Don't worry about perfection. Let your hand move freely. Each line is an expression of yourself. These lines are what we will call the border. It is there to help us, but not to hold us back. If you want to go beyond it, ignore it. You will have every right to. We are now going to draw without pressing too hard with your pencil a line that will cross this frame. It can be straight or sinuous, curved. Let your hand draw. Don't ask yourself too many questions. Just enjoy seeing your line on the paper. Then you will draw another line which will not intersect the first one, which can be close or far away, as you wish, as you feel it. You now have 3 zones on your tile, more or less large, perhaps pointed or straight, or even curved. Now, let's develop our drawing by adding patterns. Take the fine-tipped black pen and choose a delimited part of your tile, the one you want. You will draw a pattern inside. The patterns in the Zentangle method are called tangles. Let's start with a classic and very popular tangle among practitioners of the Zentangle method, Knightsbridge. Imagine a series of lines next to each other. Draw a first more or less curved line, then another parallel one a little further away. Repeat this operation several times, adjusting the size and curvature of the lines as you wish. You are now going to draw lines that will intersect this perpendicularly to make a kind of grid. Your lines can be more or less spaced, more or less curved. You thus obtain a grid. You will now color in one square out of 2. Even if it seems long, take your time, one stroke after another, to fill these surfaces. If you go beyond, if you color squares that you did not want to color, it does not matter. You have only just invented a variation of Knightsbridge. The result will not be a failure, it will just be different, which is not worse in the end. You are exploring the possibilities. It is a simple pattern, but one that offers many possibilities for variations. If you want, you can add hatching inside the grid or spirals. Now, let's choose another area of your drawing and explore another very popular pattern, tipple. Tipple is composed of a series of small circles that inevitably will not be perfect because it is a human who draws them. They will be more or less round, it doesn't matter. It's not important. Everything is fine. Your tipples can be clothed together. Start by drawing a tipple and then add others. You can draw some behind, taking care not to draw on the strokes already made. You lift your pencil when you encounter another tipple. Then you continue to draw where the stroke of the first one ends, as if they were one behind the other. You can vary the size of the circles and the spacing between them. Observe the stroke of your pen. Don't forget to breathe, to turn your paper, your tile, to draw in the easiest way for you, to relax your fingers and the muscles of your wrist. Finally, let's discover together a new pattern, tangle, printemps. The art of the pattern is a spiral that opens progressively. The size of your pattern will depend on the space you have available. You can draw it as big or as small as you want. Draw one or more. They can hide behind each other or be spaced out or even close together. Around these printemps tangles, you will draw curved and undulating lines. They can envelop the pattern or pass behind it. You can make lines with little space between them or, on the contrary, very wide ones. Trust yourself, trust the process. You can let go and enjoy this moment that you grant yourself. Breathe. Enjoy this moment. Look at the strokes you make on the paper. Take your time. If you want to add strokes to your tile, go ahead. Let your imagination guide you. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. They are part of the creative process. Each pattern you add is one more step towards the realization of your unique work. You are now going to take your graphite pencil, gray or lead pencil. Shading in the Zentangle method is an essential step that gives relief, depth, and dimension to your pattern. Shading has no rules. You don't have to worry about light sources. We are just going to put a few touches of pencil, holding your pencil quite elongated in your hand to use as much material as possible at the level of the lead. I am going to suggest a way of shading, but feel free to do as you wish. In the way you feel it, you cannot go wrong. We will thus rather use the side of the lead. we will delicately deposit pencil in the center of each printemps, at the level of the middle of the spiral, to create a three-dimensional effect. We will lightly blend this zone by spreading the pencil with the blending stump or the canton swab or your finger. The central zone is thus darker, barely. We must leave the rest of the tangle sufficiently clear so that we can see the difference. For the Knightsbridge tangle, we will shade lightly, just a little bit, each line that you have drawn and blend with the blending stump or something else. The shadow will not exist without the line, so we must just barely shade these zones. For the tipple tangle, you will put graphite all around your tipple zone. That is to say, you will shade the edge of the bubbles outwards. If we have to put pencil on another pattern next to it, we do it. We can slightly cover the zone next door. The tipples that you have drawn inside the zone are not shaded. There is only the outer contour to create like a mass of tipples. You can blend and you will see that we have the impression that the tipples are above the other patterns. Now, take the time to admire your drawing. Notice the complexity and beauty that emerge from it. Feel the satisfaction of having created something with your own hands. This drawing is a representation of your current state of mind, a moment frozen in time. Turn your sheet over. Look at the way you drew these tangles. In which direction do you prefer your tile? Thank yourself for this moment that you have taken for yourself, for this moment of well-being. You can add your initials on your paper where you want, near the drawing, in a corner, where you feel like it. Write the date behind your sheet and sign. It is your work. It is unique. You can be proud of yourself. Thank you for participating in this guided meditation. Take care of yourself.